Hey there, my friend. I am so glad you're here today. I feel like I'm behind the eight ball, but I'm really not because I pre recorded some videos. But I've been away for the past week getting rejuvenated. I won a big award. It's so big, they had to ship it to me. So, but when I get it, I will share it with you. I did post one picture on my Facebook group. So if you're not in my Facebook group, join that. It's called Answers About Aging and Alzheimer's. Would love to have you in the Facebook group. Um, but today I want to talk to you about how much our words matter when we are talking to our person with dementia. And we're going to get kind of deep into that in a few minutes. I want to thank some of you for your Amazon book reviews. So if you've got the book or you have read the book and you enjoyed it, I would very much appreciate an Amazon book review. I've got about 50 so far, and there's so many people that need these resources. And the more reviews that are on there, Amazon will push it out more. But I want to say, Holly, oh my God, your review was amazing. You actually did a video, which I didn't even know you could put a video testimony on Amazon. Linda, Tammy, Desiree, Sonia, Michelle, uh, Goldilocks, by the way, I know is my brother or my brother's family, which those of you who have seen my story know that he's just out to sabotage me however way he can. But thanks, Goldilocks, for the one and only crappy review, but it doesn't matter because I know who it's from. Gabrielle, Jesse, Louie, and it just goes on and on and on. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And again, please consider doing an Amazon review if you've had the book and you appreciate it. So, Holly, I know that we've had a conversation on the phone, and I just want to say that you are the exact type of person that I love to teach in my course, right? Because you do have to have a conversation with me before you can take the course, because I don't want people to come that aren't really committed or dedicated and they're not going to implement the techniques. They're not open to new concepts and trying these things out, because that's why we're here, right? That's why we learn, is to try new things and to expand our context. So Holly and I had a great conversation last week, and she signed up for the Certified Master Dementia Strategist course. And she is exactly the type of person who is going to excel and make her life easier and all of the people that she takes care of's lives easier. So, Holly, I cannot wait to teach you, because I just know oh my God, you're just gonna soar. So I really, really can't wait. The next course coming up is sold out. So soon I will post the dates for the next one. Oh, and I'm also going to do a live, I think it's going to be on Zoom. I'm not 100% sure yet. Be Smarter Than Dementia. I'm going to do a free live session, and that'll probably be next week. I'm going to do it kind of quick. So today, so grab a cup of coffee, get your pen. You're going to want to probably write some of this stuff down. I hope, what do you think of the new set? Do you like it? I kind of tried to, oh wait, I want to be over here. I tried to kind of change it up a little bit, because I have two studios right now, but one is moving. So I went to my other studio and brought some of the stuff over here, and I kind of tried to, I don't know, tried to jazz it up a little bit. But let me know what you think in the comments if you like it. I put my kind of credence over here. So I hope you like it. Let me put my coffee down. So today I want to talk about how much our words matter. And our words matter so much when we talk to someone with dementia. And it's even harder when you talk to someone with dementia about choosing our words very, very carefully, because our words, our body language, how we say things, our even just what our vibe is coming off of us really mirrors to the person with dementia. So, what you may say normally to a cognitively intact person, you can't say to someone with dementia. It's offensive. So it's kind of like, you know, how when you travel to another country and you find out that like certain gestures or something means something vulgar in another country? Think of that the same way with dementia. There are things that you would normally just come out and say that is actually offensive to them or will trigger them. So the more we can learn about that and change what we say and how we say it, and it's not that hard, but it does take some thinking before you say something, right? Or before you react to maybe what they say to you. So I know that you're trying. Yep. Busted. Okay. I'm gonna turn that off. Sorry. Should I check it real quick? I mean, why not, right? Because you already know it went off. Okay, it's nothing. So anyway, okay, nobody's perfect. Far, far from perfect. Far. Okay, anyway. You know what? Put in the comments. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. I don't care who you think your life is. I don't care what you see on Facebook and online and oh, this person has a great life. Trust me, we've all got going on, right? So that's why we're all humans. Okay. So, all right, what was I talking about? Oh my God. All right. So I was talking about, oh yeah. So this is hard, right? So I know that you are trying your hardest. You're trying your best, but it's not working. You still get in arguments. There's still friction. You still feel unappreciated. You feel like you're giving everything up and you get nothing in return. I know how hard this is for you, but it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow. You got to trust me. You got to trust somebody, right? Because otherwise, what do you have? Nothing. So you got to start somewhere. You got to figure this out, right? Or you're going to continue to be miserable. You're going to continue to have arguments. And you know what? The truth is, someday this person is going to die and you're going to be looking back. And the less regrets we can have, because I don't care what your relationship is. I don't care how perfect of a caregiver you are or how terrible of a caregiver you are or how hard it is for you. I don't mean to say terrible caregiver. That's not the right thing to say. Please forgive that. But anyway, you know, we all have regrets. Everybody has regrets. So my purpose is to reduce those regrets for you, right? And to help you in your journey. So I want to help both of you. I want to help the person with dementia to have an easier time with their struggles. And I also want to help you as the caregiver to provide better, easier care and have more peace of mind within yourself, knowing that you're doing the very best job that you can do. Now, let me just tell you that YouTube videos are awesome, right? And you pick up a tip here, a tip there, but you're not going to get an entire, it's like doing heart surgery. You know what? I've talked about that, but I'm not even going to go there. You guys know it. You guys get it. So I want to talk to you about communication and how to get your message across, how to reduce arguments today. And a lot of this has to do with trigger words, trigger sentences. So when you're talking to someone with dementia, the first and most important thing that you need to remember is that they feel powerless, they feel out of control, and the more you can empower them and make them believe that they're in control and that their voice matters, the more success you're going to have and the less arguments you're going to have. So let me give you a few examples. If your person with dementia is really upset about something, right? They're coming at you, they're screaming, they're yelling, they're very upset about whatever it is, it doesn't even matter, okay? If you can validate to them that they have every right to be upset about whatever it is, even if they don't, right? You have to make them feel like they are justified in feeling the way that they feel, okay? So if they're coming at you and they're yelling and screaming, just stop and say, that makes sense. How do you argue with someone who says to you, you know what, that makes sense? You've got a great point. Tell me more. Oh my God, that's terrible. That is terrible. See how you're validating their emotions and their feelings behind what they're angry about, right? It's not about the thing. It's not about the thing. It's about the feelings behind the thing. So validate to them, you have every right to be angry. If we're told it's okay to be angry, we are often less angry. Does that make sense? That you should be writing that down. Girl, you better be writing that down. The next thing you want to do is captivate them. So first you're kind of validating what they're saying. You're making sure that they know that you understand and you heard them and you're agreeing with them, right? That kind of whole agree, don't disagree kind of a thing. Don't argue, always agree. And I get a lot of feedback from that. Oh, no, but nobody takes it a step farther to explain it to you. That's how you agree with them. It doesn't mean that they're right. It means that you're acknowledging their feelings and their anger, right? That's where the validation comes in. So you validate, that makes sense. Tell me more. I get it. That would piss me off too. You're agreeing. You're not saying they're right. You're agreeing about their emotions. Then you want to flip it over. Then you want to captivate. So it's validate, captivate. And by the way, in my course, we go into this deep. You'll have it like, oh my God, phenomenal. Next, you want to captivate. So let me help you look for it. So if it's like a lost item or they're accusing somebody of stealing something, let me help you look. I want to help. Let's do it together. People with dementia feel very lonely and isolated. Make sure they feel like they're part of a team, that they can count on you. That's what they need. They need someone that they can count on and that they can trust, because they don't really trust anybody. They don't even trust themselves, right? So ask them, explain to me what's happening. I really want to know. You have to stop and take the time. Don't just blow them off. How do you feel when you're emotional or you're upset and somebody just blows you off? It makes you feel worse, doesn't it? What happens when a person with dementia feels worse? They're going to escalate, and you want to bring them down, right? You got to learn how to bring them down. And it's not as hard as you think. Oh my God, I have so much I could share with you. Oh my God. Ask them to explain to you. Tell me what's happening. And make sure that you feel sincere, that they can tell that you are being sincere when you're asking them this. Tell them that you want to understand. So people with dementia, they're going to overreact. They're just going to. They're going to overreact because they can't help it, right? So our job as the caregiver is to get them back in check. Because if they're not happy, you're not happy. If you're not happy, they're not happy. Do you want to be miserable? I know you don't want to be miserable. But in order to not be miserable, you have to be willing to make a change. It really, truly is up to you. If you're not the kind of person that's going to watch my videos and say, I can change, I can try, I can do this, because you absolutely can. There isn't one person I have met in any of my courses that was not capable of learning these techniques, but it is up to you. So it is a choice. But again, you need the whole picture. You can't, I mean, you can do little tips and tricks and they'll work for a time, but in order to really, really get good, um, it took me many, many years to get to this level, right? And to create that program right there, the Certified Master Dementia Strategist program, that's 15 years of knowledge packed in 4 half days. More than half a day. Like 5 hour, 6 hour days, 4 of them. It's all in there. You take that class, no more questions, no more problems, total confidence. Um, anyway, all right. So some things that you need to stay away from. What happens when your person with dementia is getting upset and you're like, I'm just trying to help you. I just want to help. Does that work? Type it in. Does that work for you? It's not working for you, is it? Because what do they come back with? I don't need your help. I don't want your help. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Right? So, to a cognitively intact person, like to your best friend, saying, hey, you know what? I want to help. That's an invitation for them to open up to you, right? But for a person with dementia, saying, I want to help you, those are fighting words. They put up their resistance. They want to be independent. They feel like they should be independent. So their guard goes up. So what you're doing is pushing them into an argument by saying you want to help. So do you see how words that would work for a cognitively intact person are not going to work for someone with dementia? And that's what we teach in the course. How to learn to change your words so that you're going to get results. Have you ever taken a training course like that? Because I sure haven't. I've taken a lot of training courses and I get a little tip here, I get a little tip there, and I hear the same kind of things over and over and over and over, and a little bit of a refresher. But there aren't any training courses that have these exact things to say, not to say, why it doesn't work, and what to say instead so it does work, right? And that's the difference between my course and other courses. So don't say you want to help. Don't say you're just trying to help. And because you're provoking an attack. And they're not trying to attack you. Their brain is under attack. Their brain is under attack. So, I think that's all I've got for you today. I'm so glad that you joined me. If you want to be invited to the Be Smarter Than Dementia Zoom that I'm going to do, I think it's probably going to be about an hour long. I don't really have a link set up yet to sign up for that. But if you just go to the website, answersaboutalz.org, there's a bunch of free downloads. If you just download any of those, you'll automatically be on the mailing list. And so you'll get an email invitation that way. Or you can type in your email if you want to in the comments. I'm fine with that if you don't mind sharing your email with everybody in the world. But I can also take your whatever that you want that you want to come to that. So lots of freebies. I have understanding aphasia, different dementias and their life expectancies, activities, all available on the website. So head on over to answersaboutalz.org. You know my catchphrase by now, I hope. Together we can. And if anybody is new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because we really want you in the family. And this really is a family. Keep your comments coming, your questions. I do try to reply to every single comment unless it's nasty, and then I go tell you, because I don't really care. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Great caregiving. You go, dare giver. You got this.